arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
Yeah, what do we hear from every team leading up to the Super Bowl? For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The open man is Smith and Jigba. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Gain of 1 yard. First down, Seahawks.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Not only did they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. First down and goal. Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's May. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Third and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll try and get there on the ground. They get 24 on that one. First down, New England.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's another Patriots.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
Off the play fake, here's May. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A 21-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3. After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Seattle.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. Second down and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. Darnold to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Throwing, Darnold. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a first down.
I think the quarterback thought he saw a little bit more green grass there than what turned out to be, Mike. He thought he could get it with his legs, but give credit to the defense. Nice job forcing him to the sideline, and all he can do is get back to the line of scrimmage.
Things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, it's Anderson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Julian Love brings him down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Third down, they need 5. And in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 3rd down is May. Diggs on the reception. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
32-yard line.
To throw now, May. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New England.
It's kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup. Good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Patriots are on top. It's now 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, we see quarterbacks sometimes, they don't want to admit defeat. They want to extend these plays as long as possible, but you got to know when the party's over. Throw it away, live for the next snap. The last thing you want to do is put the ball in harm's way.
It is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll find the rookie 3rd-round pick, Kyle Williams.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
3rd and short. And here is May. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's May. Pass completed to Douglas. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. May gonna look to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And it looks like he's gonna have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now May. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Thrown out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Ravion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats will get out in front 17-7.
Patriots 17. Seahawks 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Marcus Jones is there to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
That is complete. It's JSN. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
At the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He keeps it himself, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He takes off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one, so nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. On the return, Travion Henderson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
He's taken down at the
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Henderson. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and a yard, here's May. He's got his man right side. way. That's good for 29 yards.
Who says fullbacks don't matter anymore? I mean, he's probably the last person on the field the defense was worried about, but tell you what, going forward, they might want to have a plan for this guy because he just hit him for a big game.
And off it is Henderson heading left. They converge on quickly. They'll only get a couple. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. A run, and this is Henderson. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, New England.
It's a gain of 16.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
That's another Patriots.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
May to the air once more. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's in! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots move out to a 24-10 lead.
Seahawks 10.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
At his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end Barner. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Seattle.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Down the sideline. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are...
And he's in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Myers now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks back within 7. It's 24-17.
Seahawks 17.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, here's May. Now he'll air one out. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
On 2nd down, here's Henderson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Throwing, Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 43 yards.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch, and that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection, and they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Darnold. He'll step up and run, and he will get into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it, and the Seahawks will tie this game at 24.
That is the game, 24-24.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, it's Henderson. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Mickey Manwari is there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Patriots 1st down. First and 10 at the 37.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is May. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And in motion, it's Diggs. On second down, it's May. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
At the 36-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Off the play fake, it's May. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 4. May gonna hold on to this one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New England.
First and 10.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
First down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he will score again. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and through. And the Pats will go up by 7.
The score, Patriots 31, Seahawks 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On first and 10, here comes Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On play action, here's Darnold. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Right, Smith and Jigba has it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll try to run for it, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Henderson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2nd and 8.
Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. And in motion, it's Diggs. On 3rd down, Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And he will score! Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Now, still down 1, here is an utterly critical extra point attempt. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead On this drive, it starts with first down. Throwing is May. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May.
Nice pass. Complete to Kyle Williams. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. May gonna look to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Patriots first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout. And the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's first down. They'll run here. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that kick will last forever. They have won the Super Bowl. And there it is. The new record holder for most Super Bowl wins is the New England Patriots. Champions for the 7th time. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another